under a diamond sky.
Hi everyone, this is Kudo Killer here. We are here with a chisel guide. I want to make this long story short to not waste your time. So, this is going to be a chisel guide for Sculptor. As you can see here, I'm recording on my iPhone. Therefore, I'll be showing you my settings and how to use the chisel properly. And as you can hear from the background sounds, there's no sounds at all because I'm recording on my phone. And if I use a microphone on my iPhone, you can't really hear me, so I'm really sorry about that. So now, let's go. So there are two things I want everyone to realize first while we're waiting here. And the number one thing will definitely be her settings, basically, right? Because I realize a lot of people who play Sculptor, they don't customize their settings properly. So the first thing we'll be viewing at is actually settings here, as we can see now once we log into the game. Let me double check if I'm recording. I am. Now, for every viewer watching here, I want you all to notice one thing. On mobile, you see my settings here. Statue of Wisdom has been placed down, and a Statue of Agility has been placed down as well. Well, Kudo, why? It's because if you have your Statue of Ability where it once was, you cannot move this way, which means it gives you less leeway. As you can see, since I'm able to move it down a little bit more, I can turn 90 degrees on both sides, or even just a little bit more than 90 degrees. So also let me just turn off AF control. So that for every viewer watching, please change your settings for Sculptor. As we can see, we can change it on the settings page in custom battle controls, custom settings, and I'll show you right here for Sculptor. I have turned off snowball, right, just because, like, I'm not going to throw snowballs as a hunter, to be honest. I'd rather focus on trying to finish everything fast and just get everything done. But as you can see here, right, these are like average size, and the chisel is a bit smaller, just so then you can, like, you know, drag it up, as you can see here, and then put it back down for that full length view. Let me just show you here. So from this side to the end of the map, as you can see here. And let me teleport to that cipher to save everyone's time. From this gate, that's over there, to the end of the gate that's over there, as you can see. Okay, now that is the setting. Well, that is actually not the settings done. For everyone who is still watching this, I want you to only tap the button on the left and not both supported. You can try both supported, but I won't use them myself personally. Why? Let me show you. If you drag this down while trying to do a chair control, this will cancel automatically. That is not good, including these ones, where you're trying to push the survivor to you. That is not good. These automatically cancel, which is why I don't recommend both supported. Also, when you throw your chisel out, right, and you use your statues, there's no such thing as slide down to cancel the statues. There's only tap to cancel. So when you're playing Sculptor, you might as well just get used to tap to cancel, as you can see here, because there is no such thing when you throw your chisel. There, you can like slide. Let me just turn that on for everyone, just so you all know. Both supported, and let me come back out, throw my chisel out, and then see here. There's no such thing as slide down to cancel. There's only tap to cancel. So you might as well, like, right. Okay, now. For the main thing for everyone that wants to know how to throw the chisel properly because of the nerf, right? Okay, there are a few tips, and I will give you, and I will try to go through it one by one. The first tip is knowing the distance, the default distance, right, which is this far away, as you can see, right? When you tap your chisel, it's this far away. So then you know, okay, I drag it this far, it's going to be that far away. I drag it a little bit further, it's going to be that far away, right? You also have this white outline here that will tell you where it will go, correct? So then, tip number one, you can try use the white outlines to know where you're trying to go, where you want to land your chisel. Now, you may sometimes be a little bit off, which is honestly fine, because, like, since Chinatown is a new map, I may be kind of off as well. Let's see, I want to go for that cipher there. Is this correct? This is correct, since it's at the bottom of the map. but like sometimes we don't know where the actual location of the ciphers are, so then like it's kind of just map sense in general. Now, tip number 2, you need to use maths or your imagination. Usually using your imagination is good enough. Like just know, okay, see here, this is the default distance. I pull this far, a little bit up, it goes that far. This is the default distance. I pull like around halfway up my swing, so it goes that far, which means I need to pull a little bit more up, like there, and it will reach like, you know, the end. Just here itself, it might be a little bit off, but then you can still hit the cipher, correct? You can still see the survivor too. Okay, now tip number 3. Take an example. If you were at this chair and you were trying to camp this cipher, what I'm looking at right now, you can throw your chisel up, and okay, you may be a little off, but that's fine. What your main goal is, you want to push them out of that cipher. You don't want them to decode. As long as they don't decode, everything is fine. If they decode, it's your worst nightmare, because none of us wants to get cipher rushed, correct? So then like we are only here using statues to scare them off. You also have a 12, I think you have a 12 meter radius. It was once 15, but now it's 12 meters, so then that's a very sad time for us. But you know, it's honestly fine. We can do it as sculptor users. We'll get used to it. Tip number 4, you can move while you're chiseling, which means you can protect 2 gates. But due to the chisel cooldown, let me show you. Oh wait, let me come back. Off. Due to the chisel cooldown, there is a 15-second cooldown, which means you cannot protect gates as hard as you can do it when there's 12 seconds. Because back then, right, when the cooldown was 12 seconds, you can actually throw your chisel twice to camp the gate to not let them open and use this to the maximum potential. But due to the fact now it's only 15 seconds, you can only camp it once. So you have only one chance to throw your chisel at the door before they open it, which is a huge problem. Therefore, when you're chiseling, always make sure you're moving while you chisel. You always move while you chisel. Always move while you chisel. Now, okay, I'll say this at the end of the video. Now, last tip will be tip number 5. I don't really know how to say this one properly, but like, you know how I place the sculptor down this far? Like my custom settings, my sculptor, like, you know, it's this far down. Simply because like I can, like, you know, default setting, plug it down, and chisel will be right in front of me, which is why I did it like this. But like, for most sculptor users, they can have it like around up here where this is. But like for me, I just want to maximize the distance as much as possible, especially in big maps. So like, yeah, which is why I throw it that far down. And as you can see, this chisel, it didn't reach the cipher perfectly, but I can disturb. That's all what it matters. As long as you can disturb, that's all what it matters. Let's go for this cipher now. If I'm not wrong, it should be this far up. And yup, see, perfect. Same as if I was going for that one. This one isn't too far out, so it's around this much. Oh no, it's not. There's a building there, I forgot. So then around this much. Yup, see, perfect. And then let's teleport to another cipher location. Let's teleport to that cipher location. And we will go for cipher down there. It's around this much if I'm not wrong. Oh, we reached to the 2nd floor. Oh no, this is the 1st floor, but yeah, you see? Perfect. So like, Chinatown is a new map. So then like, it'll be kind of hard to like know all cipher locations, which is fair. Let's move on to a map that we know as like oldies, like old players. I'm not that old. But like, okay, let's go to Lakeside Village, since there's something I want to show in Lakeside Village as well. Okay, now forever, let's say for Lakeside Village, I teleported here. I know, yeah, I honestly do know the cipher locations for all of this, so like these will all be quite accurate. Let me show. Because I know if I'm here and if I want to go to that cipher down there, I only have to pull it up this far to disturb. See? Perfect. Including the one over there, I know that I have to pull it around here to disturb. See? Perfect. And for the one over there, I have to pull it around a little bit further, around here to disturb. Oh wait, am I too far? Oh, I went a little bit too far out. But I can still kind of disturb, right? Okay, maybe I need to work on the... Oh yes, I can still kind of disturb here. And then let's go for the one here. This is actually very far out, so we can pull the full distance. Yup, as you can see, you can disturb here. Maybe not with that, but you can do it with agility. Right? And then like for... Okay, now. For second floor, I want to give you guys a small basic. This is a tip for floor 2s, for Sacred Heart Hospital and for the boat. Okay, now, I want everyone to know one thing. First thing is, you see this chair, right? You see this chair. Imagine there was a line from this chair over, and then like same as over there. As long as you can chisel up here, it goes to the second floor. If you chisel here, it will not work as well. Now, let me give you a good example. Let me teleport here. So I stay here, I pull this full way up. It goes to second floor, correct? Right? Now, let me teleport to here. Here. Okay, here. I pull this fully up and then I go this way, aiming at the cipher. See? This is our second floor. Perfect, you can disturb the cipher. Now, there's one thing that people may do wrong, and I'll explain why. Let's say if you were like a little bit more. Okay, let's say if you were here and you're trying to disturb that cipher. Oh wait, that reached the second floor as well, whatever. Let's see if you were here and try to disturb the cipher and you didn't pull it the whole way up. It's at ground floor. And let's do it again, pulling it the whole way up. It's still at ground floor. Right? This can be very frustrating, and I'll explain why it happens. You see here, right? There is an entrance here, which means it will only land on the first floor because of this entrance. And there's dungeon there as well. Like, even if there isn't dungeon, it'll still land on the first floor. So then when you chisel, you need to make sure your chisel doesn't go through this area at all. Because that is just way too risky and it won't get you to the second floor. Like, even in this location, you may actually hit the like bottom floor. Yeah, you may hit the bottom floor and you can't chisel up on top. Now, I will explain how you can avoid this. The first way is, instead of doing it this way, right? You go a little bit on the outside, you pull it the full way up, you turn, you aim at the cipher, you pull it out. Oh wait, no, that is not second floor, sad vibes. So you pull this, oops. So you pull this all the way out here, turn, aim, second floor, see? And then I will show you again. You can even do it this way, you do it straight up this way, turn, aim, second floor, right? Like, both way works, and I will explain the physics of this. Well, it's not really physics. There will be a the easiest explanation to give you is, sometimes when you chisel and you go through this like, you know, this area, it will only go on the first floor. And as you can see, right, when I chiseled all the way out here, it goes to the ocean. I drag it, and then it goes upstairs automatically by itself. See? This is perfect. So this is for Lakeside Village, right? Sometimes a lot of sculptor users camp at this area, and then when you throw your chisel up and aim at that cipher, it goes to the first floor. It's okay, we can fix it. We just aim it at the lake first, turn, drop. Second floor. And then like if you were over in this location, you aim it at the lake first, turn. Oh wait, no. You see what I did wrong there, right? I aimed at the lake, I turned a little bit too far. It'll go on the first floor now, I'm quite sure. Oh wait, no, yeah, I didn't even go on the first floor, but it will go on the first floor, so you need to be careful. Turn, aim, drop. Yep, see, second floor. Now, this is for Lakeside Village. Let's move on to Sacred Heart Hospital. Okay, now everyone, for Sacred Heart Hospital, this is very, very tricky. And I mean very, very tricky. I will not recommend anyone to do this, but I will show you how it's done, right? So let me just turn off AI controls. Okay, now, so for Sacred Heart Hospital, you kind of actually need to know the structure. You see here, there's a small hole here, which means if you throw the chisel in and if you didn't throw far enough, it'll go into holes. See here, these rooms, these rooms are kind of bad because it'll go onto the first floor for you. The only way which you can make it to the second floor is honestly by throwing it on this area. You see this bed here, right? You only throw it exactly pinpointing it on this area. And this is extremely hard. And I will show you why. So let's get out. Let's teleport this cipher, right? Because there's usually a chair at this cipher. Yes, there's usually a chair at this cipher. So then if you're trying to camp here and you're trying to throw it onto the second floor, you have to aim it at the very middle. And you have to be very accurate. See, I was a little bit off, not in the middle. Let's try here. See, that was a little bit off. I'm still not in the middle. That was a little bit off. I'm still not in the middle. Nope, not in the middle. Oh, okay, I did it once, but like, guys, in a nutshell, don't do it into hospital. It's really hard, honestly. See? It's only here that it'll work. Like, span on here. This is really hard. It has to be bang on here. Like, because if you throw it from here, it will just go through the hole. See this hole? It will just go through that hole. And it'll register that it went down that hole. So then you're on first floor. Same here for that hole. And like there's another hole here. And like stairs count as well. If it's just stairs, it's just a no. So like this is honestly very hard. I don't recommend anyone on doing this, but yeah. So then yeah, I guess that's that. It's for like your chisel. It's honestly you need to know the like how far each ciphers are. Like I can chisel up there. This one's about here if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's that one. And then this one is around here. Yup. That one is just outside the hospital. So no, that was a bit too short. Yeah, that was a bit short. This one is okay. I know where this one is. It's just a little bit outside, so around here. Yup, just about. Where else? Nowhere else. Let me... Yeah, you know, and then like the gate is right down there, so you throw the full one up for the gate. The gate is right over there, and there's another gate over there. So yeah, this chisel is really nice to have, and after adjustments, because of the nerfs, it's just very annoying. So yeah, this is how you use your chisel efficiently, and I'm Chisel Killer. If you enjoyed this, please leave me a like, please leave me a sub. We're trying to get to 10k by the end of summer. I'll see how we do this. And I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye!